Okay, so you can edit the entire view of the course by going to edit settings, and this is just the course settings and how it's displayed. You can allow it, you saw how you saw my entire course. You can allow the student to, you can compress it to just 1 week. So it doesn't show the entire course, it just shows the week that they're on. Because it's a way to change it. Course layout. Show one session per page.
Okay.
You save the changes. Oh, I think it's because I have edit mode on. There it is.
And then they can click on the week and expand it.
Just that one week.
Just that 1 week. So adding blocks is the next thing on our agenda. And right here is your blocks. Everything that's on your right and left side of the screen. And you can edit what the students see. Like right now I have attendance and attendance on in my course. And this is a block here. And for me it says take attendance. For them it will show their average. So you can keep up with their average and they don't really have to go look around and find it. It's directly on the page for them. Or you can put latest news, upcoming events, work that's due, just keep them up to date of the course just while they're trying to find the modules that they're looking for to work with today for that day that they're working in. To add these blocks, there is a here's the add attendance block, and then you
Okay,
can
so they can add their own blocks? No,
they cannot
you add the blocks and that's what they see.
exactly, and you can edit them, take them off, add them, and you have various blocks that you can use. My favorite is just attendance and recent assignments. Those are the two big ones I use, but you're welcome to explore any of them. And they're pretty much self-maintained. If you put dates to your assignments, it would automatically talk to do work, recent assignments, different things like that. It would automatically know what to associate to. So you don't really have to do too much work. It's just it automatically knows what block to put it into for the students. So the next one is creative test taking. When it comes to test taking, there's various ways to present questions inside of Moodle. We're going to edit quiz. And from here, just to give you some examples of test questions that you could include, see if I can find one. There's various types of questions. You have your, of course, true and false. And this is how a true and false question would look. Student, um, apps that crash will be rejected, and this is true. So just things like that, and it's a true or false. Everybody's seen a true or false question. Another example of a question would be your what is multiple choice, and it's basically what is SQLite, and then you'll go through your four choices, and it's a rational database management system. So you have your choices. When it comes down to, let's see, and the last one that I want to show is matching. And when it comes down to matching questions, you have something like this, and it's just a multi-dimensional array, and you would just match the result to the question. And we've all done matching questions. So you have those choices. You can add images to your questions, anything like that.
So true.
All right, so we're gonna go into making a mock quiz. So we'll go back to the course, my home. That's not right. What is that? All right. So I'm gonna add a quiz into this week here. I'm gonna go add activity. And I would go down to quiz. Yes. Add. Would name it. See.
That's good. That's already done
Quiz. Simple quiz. Sample. And then you can have open date, close date, time limit, submission grace period. You have your grade category, which we'll talk about in a little bit for gradebook. And you have the layout of the test. Every question is randomized. Every 2 questions is on a page. Those different things you can set, behaviors, the amount of attempts, and all those good stuff like that. Everything you would possibly want for a quiz. So we're just going to leave it the way it is. Okay.
Okay. And that feedback stuff, that's not, we don't need to worry about
You don't
that.
have to. It's to do with the grading percent. Like if a person gets a 60, I guess if you want to give them encouraging words like better chance next time or something like that, you give them feedback after the test.
Oh, and you put the grade boundary right there.
Exactly. Or 100, excellent, you did great.
So they get like.
But once you created the quiz, you can just click on the module, go to edit quiz. And from here you have to make a category or a data bank for your questions to go into. So I pretty much have whatever test it is, whatever class, I just have a bank of questions. It makes it easy for making a final and different things like that. So you just make a category and you create a new question. And you have the calculated question, the calculated multiple choice. You would choose whichever one you want. I guess we'll just make a quick true and false. Next. Question name. You can name your question. It's probably just, I guess, most of the time I just do it off the section where the question would come from.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's the review process, I'll just put part of the review process. But let's say it's to do with Moodle. We're going to make a Moodle quiz. And our question text would be where the attendance module is where a instructor takes attendance. Okay. True or false? I would say that is true. I'll make that the correct answer. And then from there, you would give feedback for your true or you would give feedback for your false. You don't have to give feedback. Pretty much it's just what would show up after the person gets it right or wrong. But you don't have to. And then from there, you would just save your changes. And your question will be added to your data bank on the side. And it will be highlighted. And then we would click this little arrow. And it would add yours to a page. You can, let's say if I added this question, this question, this question, and this question. And I will go down and add the quiz.
Okay, for multiple ones.
And let's say that I wanted it to display, because this is how it would display to the student. Page 1 would show one question, page 2 would show another question, and they would see it one. But if I wanted it to have multiple questions per page, I would just press the little arrow up, and on page 1 it would show both of those questions at the same time. So I tend to put all my true and false on one page because it's just click. And so that's how you would set that up, and then you can delete your page.